let's talk a little bit about the job market maybe. And let's start with someone who wants to become a game developer. Is it important that they study in university? And if yes, what should they study? Should they study computer science or something else like game design? What do you think?
Oh, that's a hard one because I tried that route. I have a game design degree and I didn't learn too much programming because it wasn't the curriculum was very new back then. So it depends. If you're going to go to school, I would definitely suggest not just doing design because that's going to be really hard to find a job unless you kind of get lucky and or you have a really good network, which it's totally possible. But I don't think anybody in games, even artists, should probably understand how, like, they don't need to know how to code, but you should at least know how code works, how computers work, how this all kind of translates into the playable product. So whichever route you're going, programming is usually fundamental. And if you want to do game design, that's awesome too. I would say, again, if you are going to the university route, you'll learn the most by doing projects. So you can't depend on, unfortunately, this is one of those careers where you need a lot of time kind of breaking things and getting stuck. And it helps if you have, one or two people that are like teammates and peers to like kind of go through that with you. Now, if you're not going to go to, university, you're going to do a boot camp or you're just going to do self-taught learning. I mean, with everything that's out there right now, that's totally possible. I mean, MIT has open courseware. You can learn, everything you need to know about computer science for free if you really, wanted to go at it.
So it is possible to get a job if you're self-taught in game development. It's not like you need a CS degree. Okay.
No, not at all. I find that computer science topics are actually missing from a lot of people who do game programming and game development because they usually don't go into the computer science fields. They go into a separate kind of half and half, like design or game programming curriculum at a school at least. And so, I mean, it would be great if we had a little more computer science in game development, I think.
What I read online on Reddit, I think, is when I Googled this question earlier, is that some people recommend to study computer science because you can still fall back to becoming an app developer if you don't find a job in game development, which you can't do with game design, right?
Exactly. So that's, again, it's like game design is very specialized, so it's a gamble. And I think that's a disservice for universities to kind of pitch that without any kind of fundamentals. And most curriculums, nowadays that I've been looking at, seem to have figured that out. Like not a lot of people go through without at least touching some code. But it's definitely, especially if you're self-taught, like if you're learning C# and Unity, or like read my book or somebody else's book, you can totally take that and start making C# console applications if you wanted, or app development, or anything like that.